Hello and welcome to my channel, y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes, so everything is alleged. Some is not. And the fair ag use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Um, First I want to say, happy Sunday, y'all. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff, y'all. Because there's some weird stuff going on out here. Okay. I have been sent a video, y'all. Somebody sent me a video, and it was of a witness coming forth, y'all. And this witness, she lives in Dallas, I believe, and she is talking about what really happened that she saw, and what the police were saying about this whole incident. And I'm just gonna tell y'all this: I have come to this conclusion about this whole mess that this solar guy was sent to Jag. I'm gonna just say it. This is what I get from the whole thing, not just from the witness and this and that and this. Jaguar Wright was fine until this guy came around. Her and her husband had been fine. Okay, y'all. Um, Outside of probably, whatever it is that they go through, because, 1 minute she's living in a car, and in the next minute they got a room somewhere, this and that and that and this. Um, so she's still going through some personal stuff. Um, with her husband, I do believe, but I don't think it would have been to the extent that it was until this guy came along. Okay, y'all? This solar guy, all right? And it seems as if that, due to the fact that the industry has been trying to reach out and touch her for a while and get her to shut up about certain things and this and that and that and this, I do believe they know that she's weak minded. Even though she speaks with she's very intelligent as far as how she speak and things that she knows, if everything, that she's saying is true, because it seems like a lot of stuff that she says is true. Okay. Um, but she's kind of weak minded that she could let somebody like this, somebody that's, was attached to some type of cult and this and that. And I have a lot of people that has been coming in my comment section, not a lot, but a few people coming in my comment section saying that Solar, he's not with, whatever, some kind of cult. They said that he's not with the cult anymore. I beg to differ, y'all. Okay, I do believe he's still with the cult. Look at his chain that he has on his neck. Okay, this is what that cult represents. Okay, just all seeing eye stuff and all that. I showed y'all the pictures last night. So I do believe he's still in it. Okay, maybe he lied and told her that he wasn't in it, and she spread that word saying that he wasn't in it. Maybe that's his cover to say he wasn't in there, so he can go to her and she can feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? But why is he still rocking his chain? That's all I got to say when it comes to that. I do believe he's still in it. Okay, and my part is how and who. Okay, how did she let this guy infiltrate her circle? This is why I tell a lot of people, keep your circle small. If you already having issues with your husband or whatever, which we never knew of, as far as what we've been seeing, okay, we didn't know that there's something going on with her and her husband. We never knew this. So why now? When this she start dealing with this guy and then she's lying. When a person lies off the bat, then they're probably lying about a lot of other things. Okay, she said this guy was her nephew. He's not her nephew. And my thing is, how did she meet this guy? That's my thing right now. How did she meet this guy? Out of all the guys in the world, why would you hook up with somebody that's tied to a cult? And look what he walking around wearing, this Eye of Horus on his chest. Okay, y'all. That alone would have made me turn away from some mess like this. Okay, so how did they infiltrate her circle to get in to the point where he's hanging out with her and her husband? Because there is video footage of her and her husband out sipping with this guy. Okay, y'all. So it's more to this than meets the eye. And I do believe that this guy was sent to infiltrate her circle between her and her husband and to break them up. I'm gonna play a little bit of what this witness is saying, but you can go to this page and listen to the whole thing. But this was sent to me. Let me pull the video up real quick. Wait a minute, y'all. The video is coming from Down the Rabbit Hole News. This is where the video is coming from, Down the Rabbit Hole News. And wait a minute. The name of the video is Exclusive Jaguar Wright Witness Calls In. So this is a witness that called in. Solar from carbonation is a lie. This is what the witness is saying. Okay, so go to that page if you want to hear the whole thing, but I'll let you hear a little bit of it. Okay, y'all. This witness is pretty much saying that wait a minute. Let me pause it for a second. This witness is pretty much saying that this guy threw Jaguar under the bus. Okay, he showed up there with Jaguar for to be on some bullcrap with her husband. Okay, they both had been sipping in the car for a while, so they was getting their buzz on in the car. Okay, for a while. This is what this woman is saying. Okay, and thank you for coming forth and saying something. I don't know her name, but thank you for coming forth and saying something. And she said that they got out of the car and this guy was in, he was with the mess. He was with it. This solar guy, he was with all the smoke, okay? And then as soon as the police came, he changed his whole story telling the police that, he just was, somebody that brought her up there. Okay, y'all? He wasn't, in any mess. But then he got on a post after she gets locked up or wherever they sent her to the, the loony bins or whatever. Then he tells everybody that she ain't going to jail because he attacked him and then she protected him. He changed his whole story up like 3 times, this solar guy. So this tells you he's a chronic liar. He filling up her head with a bunch of stuff. And I don't know how you can just let somebody like this come into your life and get in between you and your husband. Okay, y'all? I don't know how... The husband probably thought this really was her nephew. To be honest with y'all, this is probably the lie she has been telling her husband, that this is her nephew. This is probably why he didn't mind them hanging out together. But then he possibly found out that she been lying. And it was more than cousin and auntie or whatever. Okay, y'all? Nephew and auntie. Okay? This is what I do believe he found out later. That just all been a lie. She lies every time she open her mouth. This is what it's looking like, y'all. And a lot of people is like, oh, they dragging her, they this, they that. No, she drug her own self, y'all. Okay? When this whole incident happened, she drug her own self. The whole part about her taking her son's ashes and putting all over her body and this and that and this, it's demonic. A lot of stuff that she did was demonic. And if you hang out with people that's running around here wearing the all-seeing eye, okay, on the, as a chain, I can just imagine what, he been feeling in her little head of hers, okay, y'all? And, what he's been doing or whatever, okay, y'all? You don't know where this guy came from. And this is my main thing is, how did she meet this guy? Where did he come from? Because I do believe that the industry sent him to her, okay? He got in, says a few words to her and found out that he could, get close to her in her situation. And I do believe that he's an agent. I'm just telling y'all just like it is. I do believe that. For him to change his story several times, he and then jumps on social media and says, it's like he's trying to get her following. He jumped on social media last night and he was like, she told me everything. This is what he said. He said, she told me everything before he started going into Twilight Zone. He said, Jaguar told him everything about all the celebrities, and he knows so much about what the celebrities did and this and that and that and this. And it was like he was trying to get her following to start listening to him because she passed the word to him and now he knows everything. This is what he was doing last night, y'all. And red flags have been all up. A lot of people are saying her husband, been doing this and doing that to her and this and that and this. But why didn't she have any problems beforehand with her husband until this guy popped on the scene? Okay, y'all? This guy was sent to her and her husband to cause confusion. Okay? This guy was sent to her to get in her head. When they found out he could, they pushed it full force for him to go and infiltrate her circle. And this is, I keep telling y'all, if you are a household that get along all the time, okay, and then somebody just pops up out the blue, and then all of a sudden you and members of your household start getting into it and this and that and that and this, you have to backtrack to where the source is, y'all. And I do believe that Solar, or whatever his name is, Solar, he's the source of the problem, and somebody sent him to Jag. Is Jag in danger? I do believe so. Okay, y'all. I believe she's in danger if this guy is hanging around her. Okay, and last night she kept on calling his name when she was in the car, and it was just weird. The whole thing about everything that just went down, it was so weird. And at the same time, all the stuff was going on. They was making sure that the camera stayed on them. Okay, like it was some kind of reality show. It was weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Maybe this is the new reality show that they're trying to push on people. I don't know. But I'm going to let y'all listen to a little bit of what the witness is saying. And like I said, you can go to Down the Rabbit Hole News and you can get the rest of this off of there.
And how are you?
I'm well, and you?
Good. So you were at the site when this went down?
I was, and I've been trying to get on other content creators platforms, but it gets so bogged down and try to tell people hey, I was there, I saw what happened.
Give us an insight, and thank you so much for hitting the link. But let us know.
Oh no problem. Yeah. So, what I want to say first of all, this has when she started seeing that guy, I call him light skin, but his name is Solar. She started hanging around him a couple of weeks ago. And if anyone doesn't know, the reason you all always see Jag in a car is because she is homeless. Now, her husband has a house, but she's not always allowed to be there. And since she's been with this Solar individual,
guys, I hope you watch the news because Congress is doing
okay, so there's commercials. Anyway, she basically, like I said, y'all could go to her page. I'm not going to keep stopping and starting and the commercials popping in. Go to this page, y'all, and check it out. Down the Rabbit Hole News. That's the name of it. Down the Rabbit Hole News. The whole interview is on there, y'all. And she's telling it all from the time that she pulled up till she left. She said that, Jag was pretty much like she was acting like a pet with rabies. This is basically what this woman is explaining. She is saying that Jag had, was drooling and all kind of stuff. I told y'all she was growling, okay? How can you meet somebody? A few weeks ago, she met somebody, Jaguar, and he's attached to a cult. And then all of a sudden, he started hanging out with you out the blue. Okay, you start lying to your husband that he's your nephew. He's not. Now, all the, even the police were saying that they were in a relationship. Okay, y'all? And how would they know this? He must have told them. Okay, y'all? Because Jag didn't tell. The husband didn't tell. Or maybe the husband did tell. Okay, maybe he found out some kind of way. Okay? But the police were saying it too, y'all. They were saying it too. And the thing that gets me, y'all, due to the fact that she's hanging around Houston, and we all know there are industry hitters in Houston, y'all, okay? So if they really wanted to get to Jag, I think it'd be easy for them to get to her if she's sleeping in cars and all this other stuff the way people is saying that she is doing, y'all. There's something going on with Jag. And either they didn't put a hit on her, or they're going to let her destroy her own self in front of everybody by giving her her weakness. Okay, y'all? And it seems to be that, sipping too much is a weakness for Jag. A lot of people were saying that, she was doing them jollies with the M. So she is with the street pharmacy stuff. This is what people are saying. So do not be surprised if Jag ends up being one of those got some bad street pharmacy stuff, y'all. Okay, just like Gangsta Boo and Big Scar and stuff like that. Don't be surprised if she, end up in a situation like that. Because they might not want it to look so bad if they try to come at her, in another way. But I told y'all they like to study people. Okay? And what better way to get somebody to study her than to send this guy to her, y'all? I'm just saying. Okay? You send this guy to her, and he's hanging around her all the time and trying to find out all her weaknesses, her husband weaknesses, where he hang out, what he do, this and that and this. And this is how you find out everything about her. So it'll be easier to get to her. Okay? Did he give her something, y'all? Was it more than her sipping in that car? Was she mixing up some street pharmacy in there? And he was to see, how, quickly he can get her to get off her square, y'all. Because this is what it's looking like to me. And if he could do it, then there's going to be somebody else, even if they get him away from her. They're going to get somebody else that's going to jump up and be around her. And possibly slip or something. Because you see now that you can get her to do it. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to pay attention to that, okay? It's a lot of weird stuff going on with Jag. And I'm going to say this. When I stopped really following Jag was when she started hanging out with the Queen lady. The lady that was in the Mo 3 case. And I stopped following the lady from the Mo 3 case when she started doing some kind of seance. She was doing some kind of seance, and they were doing some kind of devil worship and stuff. Just some weird stuff going on, okay? She was charging people, I think, for the come in this room, and they were sipping, and they were smoking, and they were doing all kind of weird stuff, and she was acting like something had gotten into her body. And this woman, Queen lady, started hanging out with Jag for a while. And I was like, she's hanging out with the wrong type of energy right now. Okay, I know, there are people that have really good intuition, I'll call it. And they're not out here doing seances and stuff like that. And this is what the Queen lady was doing. And that turned me off right away, because you don't mess with the dark side stuff like that, okay, y'all? You leave certain things alone, all right? And when Jag started hanging out with her, I was like, she can be easily manipulated by demons when she hang out with people like that, okay? And I just stopped really following her like that and stuff. Sometimes she say something and it makes sense, and I'll look at it, but I kind of back away from that type of energy, okay? You don't want that kind of mojo jumping off of you know what I'm saying, on YouTube on you, okay? Because a lot of demons is brought to people's homes through objects and through things you watch and listen to. That's why music, they say you gotta be careful of certain music that you listen to, because you play it back and this and that and that and this, and it has messages in it, hidden messages, okay? So for her to be able to be attached to the Queen lady, okay, that's doing seances, it was easy for them to send this guy right here to her. He was just a step up. If the Queen lady is demonic, then this guy right here walking around his eye horrors on his neck, he's demonic. These are the type of people that they use to get to her. Okay, y'all? So, I'm telling y'all, he was sent. A lot of people saying, no, the husband, he's military, this and that. If the husband wanted Jag out, he could have been had set up for her to be out of there. I don't think her husband wants to get rid of her or do anything to her. Okay? I think that her husband is putting up with her as best he can. And for the simple fact that he has a house and she's not allowed there all the time, she probably comes there and asks for food too. When she had a little bit too much sippy and this and that, but he still is tolerating her. Okay, y'all? That could be what the problem is. All right? So don't sit up and say, when people have illnesses, something like that, it's hard sometimes to put up with people like this. Even though you still care about them, it's still hard sometimes to put up with them. And could be another reason why the industry, didn't want to be bothered with Jag, okay? Because she's wishy-washy all over the place, okay? Even not just the bad people in the industry, even the people that, the good people in the industry, they kind of stay away from Jag, y'all. This is why Jag is only dealing with, bloggers and stuff like that. She's attaching herself to bloggers and stuff like that. She's not really attaching herself to other celebrities. So that tells you a lot about Jag right now, y'all. She's in a mental state right now that she needs some help. And she needs to get away from this guy right here, because whatever that they're doing when they're together, okay, he could be praying with her and all kind of stuff. And this is bringing demons in her life because he deals with demons. You don't know who he's praying to. You know what I'm saying? When she was sitting in that car and he was telling her, no bad mojo, some stuff he was saying to her, he's probably somebody that grabs her and he prays. And she looking at, oh, he's praying to God. But what God is he praying to, y'all? Okay? The God of this earth or the creator of everything? Okay, y'all? So you have to think about everything that's going on in this whole situation. Okay? The stuff that this lady was saying, it's crazy, y'all. I'm going to play a little bit more and then I'm going to cut it off and then, we'll go from there. I'm going to try to do a live today too, y'all. But it's going to probably be for just my members, okay, y'all? And then I'll just post it up. I'm going to do a live today. I just want to talk to a couple of my members, one-on-one and go over some stuff that's been going on today. But it'll be probably a little bit later on today. And yes, I'm going to do a live. All right, y'all? And I'll just post it for everybody else that they could jump on there. Unless they want to go put it to everybody else, then fine. But I'm going to let my members decide that. Or it's just going to be a little personal one-on-one with us today. Okay, y'all? But listen to a little bit more.
When I say that, I want to be very clear when I say that.
Hi, excuse me, sorry to bother you. I just wanted to ask you, what do you do for a living?
I got a lot of commercials on here.
Why do you ask? Oh, I noticed your handbag and it looks
very clear when I say that. Even if she provoked him, he is supposed to walk away, call the cops like somebody did today and say, look, she's crazy, she's been hitting on me, whatever.
But she did the pull-up, though. She was the one that pulled up to the barbershop.
Yeah.
Because you see it in the camera. So
She can't. Solar and her, they were, but what you don't see is before she got out the car, they sat in the car for a minute. People think they were in the car doing coke, doing lines, if I can say that, doing lines. I know you can smell alcohol in both. The presence of alcohol was prevalent in that parking lot, and I was a ways away from the both of them. But you.
And this is a thing too. I'm gonna tell y'all this. That's all I'm gonna play of that. Y'all can go to her page and check it out. But a lot of people that dibbles and dabbles in satanic stuff, how they can get to you, really get to you, is through sipping. When they bring sipping into the play and you are off your square and this and that opens you up for demons. That opens you up. And he know this. This guy right here, he knows this, okay? They know how to get to Jag. Okay? She likes to sip. So that's how they get to you. I told you, they study you. These demons study people. All right, y'all? This is how they find out your weaknesses. And when they find out your weaknesses, this is where they hit you at. Look what happened to Gangsta Boo, y'all. Okay? They knew what her weakness was. And this is how they took Gangsta Boo down, okay? And word on the street is, y'all, and we'll get into this another time, but word on the street is, Gangsta Boo was taken out so that she could be replaced by Glorilla, okay? And see, this is what's going on with this industry mess, okay? They are calling themselves doing a takeover. And they felt as if, word on the street is, so I'm going to say allegedly, they felt as if with Gangsta Boo out the way, it opened up even more doors for Glorilla. And she's looked up as the Queen of Memphis now. Okay, this is what people are saying. I beg to differ because I don't ever believe that Glorilla can fill Gangsta Boo shoes. Certain people, you just can't fill their shoes, okay, y'all? And that's one. I don't care if you did remove her from there. Like I said, Glorilla's friend, she sounds way better than her. She reminds you of, MC Light and all of them, okay, Glorilla's friend. I don't know why they're pushing her so hard. And I do know she has a huge following of younger people. And she can manipulate their minds. Look at the music that she's pushing. Okay, y'all? If you can push an agenda on people and keep that agenda going, and you got all of these, young females that's out here looking up to you now because you done made it, they want to follow in your footsteps. And I'm going to tell y'all this, all the greats that has done it before, all of the celebrities that's out now, right now, the rappers, the female rappers, all the greats, they were never wishy-washy, y'all. Even Little Kim. When Little Kim came out, she went to jail and everything. She didn't talk. She did that. She was still, a stand-up person as far as the streets. They still give her respect for that. Okay? Glorilla will never get that, y'all. And the reason why I say that Glorilla will never get that, look how she started off. All up in Dolph's face, talking about Yo Gotti like a dog, posting stuff like this, acting like she loved her some Dolph. Soon as Dolph is taken out, she flipped. She flipped onto that other side, okay, so fast. And she forgot all about what she said about Yo Gotti. My bad, okay? And the same guys that she talked about is the same ones that now she's doing music with, and this and that and that and this. She see it as a come up. I see it as they're using her because she has a huge following on social media. Okay? The part that gets me is how these elites stick together, y'all. These elites stick together and they try to push people on you that you don't want pushed on you. Okay? It's a lot of people that feel like, Glorilla music is trash. And it's a lot of these younger ones feel like, oh, she's the new stuff. Okay, y'all? It amazes me how they pumps up some people, and some people that's been out here a long time, they're not getting their flowers, but they pump up somebody else that don't even sound that good. Okay, y'all? The industry does what the industry wants. Basically. Okay? And it's a lot of simple-minded people that go along with what the industry pushes out to them. This is why a lot of people still listen to old school music and even old school rap music, because it hasn't got to the part where it is now that it's demonic. And it's pushing out messages to younger people to act this way and act that way and act this way. The people that's pushed in the public right now are the people that's putting out the worst message for people that's coming up. There's no morals in anything anymore. No morals whatsoever. Almost everybody has a weakness in this temptation out here, and they're falling for it. Nobody has no control over nothing anymore. I don't even understand why people get married. Because you get married and then you turn around and you easily manipulate it. Somebody got a nice shape, you running after of it. Somebody smile in your face, you running after. Somebody say, put the hand on the shoulder and say, you look nice today. Show you a tad bit of attention. and you're quick to, cheat on your wives, quick to cheat on your husbands. There's no morals no more. All the music that you turn on the radio is about, taking each other out, or cheating, or this beat don't mean nothing, or my side chick don't mean nothing. And they're trying to make all this stuff normal. They're trying to make it normal. I ran into a video the other day. It was a couple months older, but I ran into this video of Megan Thee Stallion and Young Miami, I think, the one that's dating Diddy. And they were doing some kind of podcast, y'all. And they were flirting with each other, talking about they're going to hook up later on, and what she going to do to her, and what she like about how, and giggling like it was two guys, like it was a guy and a woman. And this is what they're pushing on everybody. Oh, and Megan Thee Stallion, it's my body. I do what I want with my body. Everybody is messing with everybody and everything. And it doesn't matter what they are. If it's a man, if it's a woman, if whatever. Everybody is running around just mingling, tingling with any and everything. This is why, a lot of people is catching so much stuff, and so much new stuff is coming out, because there's no morals anymore, y'all. People, they might as well just cut out marriage altogether, because, it really don't make sense to get married anymore, to be honest, because everybody is out here just wilding out, and nobody cares about, morals anymore. And this is another part of her, to bring it back to Jaguar, this is another part of her weakness, okay? From even the interviews that, Tasha K did with her family members, and this and that and that and this, there was a lot of information that was put out that you could use against her. One thing that you could use against Jag was, she will cheat. She will cheat, okay, y'all? If she's around the right person that's whispering in her ear and touching into, that spiritual side of her. And you got to wonder about her spiritual side if somebody that's demonic can easily infiltrate her circle. If you got this queen lady that's out here doing seances that could just pop up in your life, and you hanging around her, you got ish. This is why it's so easy for me to cut people off. If people are that I, try to, or they reach out to me and act like, oh, we cool, we this, we that, and then you are attached to somebody, a evil entity, I don't want to be attached to you in that way. I had a lot of people coming in my page like, don't turn your back on, bloggers, because they ain't stupid, they ain't this, they ain't that. It ain't about being stupid. It ain't about playing chess and checkers, because you can't play chess and checkers with Satan, okay? You just don't play at all. When you have somebody coming to your page, and one minute they're hanging out with the queen and they're doing seances, when you start messing with demonic spirits and this and that and that and this, and then you bring that to some other people's pages, and that entity, that comes with you. And I don't like to be attached to certain things. It's certain music that I could put on and I get a bad feeling from it. I'll turn it off right away. And I could not even hear anything yet. It could be just a beat, or it could be just something weird that I feel, and it'd be like, oh, I don't want to listen to this. And I'll turn it off. This is how I am. I get my antennas go up on it really quick, y'all. And you have to be careful out here about stuff like this. Okay? It's weird that it's Sunday. I'm talking about this, but you have to talk about it. If you get any kind of bad, because I know a lot of people that do this. They will be hanging around somebody, and then after they hang around this new person, they'll be like, I got a bad vibe from this person, or I just got a bad feeling, something telling me something off about this person. But then they'll turn around and still hang with that person. So you cannot keep ignoring your, that inner voice, because that inner voice be telling you some stuff. It be warning you about some things. And some people listen, some people don't. The people that don't, sometimes, it costs them their lives. So this is why I'm telling y'all, they use things against Jag. They figured out that, you send the right person in there that's talking this spiritual stuff to her. Okay, somebody that lied to her and say, I'm not with the cult anymore, but I can give you inside information on this cult. And at the same time, they're wearing this chain. That would throw me off. I'd be like, how the hell ain't you still with the cult, but you got this chain on? This all-seeing eye. See, this is the part where I don't understand about Jag, because, like I said, she seemed like she's very intelligent. So why didn't she figure out that this person right here was sent to her to cause some chaos? And that's what he did. And then he turned around and lied and everything else. If he was a part of them, them, rolling around on the ground, which we saw him, why didn't he go to jail too? And I don't understand this part. If the husband told the police what happened and people on the outside told the police what happened, then why did they only take Jag to jail and didn't take him? Because he came there with her, and they was rolling around too. Okay, now did her husband, throw the first lick to him or something? Why didn't the witnesses say anything to the police that he was in the middle of this as well? This is the part that I'm not understanding. Why did she go to jail by herself? Why didn't he go to jail too? Why didn't the husband press charges on him if he came up there to, put paws on him? I'm just saying, y'all, it's a lot that y'all have to pay attention to, okay? And not only was, this guy hanging out with Jag, he was hanging out with her husband too. So it just makes you wonder, what all did he tell the police, and why didn't this guy get arrested as well when he the one that brought her there? Okay, just because he say he brought her there for something else, that they didn't come there to, put paws on Jag's husband, that don't mean it's true. So why did the police believe this guy? So it tells you that there's more to this than meets the eye. Did they get Jaguar in a position where they wanted her? Okay, y'all? Ask yourself this question. And they're saying that now that she can be charged for those ashes that she was pouring all over her body and stuff. Okay, y'all? This is weird. This whole thing is weird. And I don't know. I keep thinking about her son's ashes all over that car, all over her hair, going to jail with her. Her son's ashes is going to jail with her right now. Probably going to some kind of hospital for, the cuckoo leaving the clock. His ashes is probably all in her hair and stuff and going with her to all of these places. Okay? I'm telling y'all this because I know this. Okay? These spirits, these bad spirits are in the jails. These bad spirits are in these hospitals. Okay, you got people walking around talking to themselves and all kind of stuff, but they, you just don't see who they talking to, but they talking to demons in these type of hospitals. So Jag got a uphill battle right now, and you got to wonder, is there some inside people that could be possibly working in these places and stuff like that can get to her right now? That's a part of the industry. They have people working in high places, y'all. This is what people like to call it. People in high places. This is why they put certain people in different positions, so they can get to people. You don't know how she's going to act when she come out of there. Seriously, y'all. We don't even know. And her husband is in charge of, her treatments. Of what they do. Not just in charge of the treatments, but in charge of them releasing her and this and that and that and that. He has the power for that right now. So it's a lot that is going on behind the scenes, I do believe. But a lot of darkness around Jag, y'all. She has surrounded herself with demons right now. And they're all over her. They're all around her. Okay, you saw that in the video footage. Only thing you can do is try to pray for her. But when you open up yourself to stuff like this, it's hard for outsiders to be able to, just pray for you. You have to do the right thing yourself. And she, like I said yesterday, she have to practice what she preach. You out here preaching about demons in the industry. You shouldn't let nobody in the industry or out of the industry demons pop up in your relationship and get you sent off to jail or wherever, and they still free. They out here posting this stuff saying that they know your knowledge now. As if y'all want to know anything, come to me. I can talk to y'all about it. Y'all, pay attention and stay tuned. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Try to watch some of the commercials. It helps the channel. And peace, y'all.